Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Street Savvy, the podcast. I am not responsible for the music in your background. New Edition in MCA is responsible for the recorder and the lyrics. Lord help me. Let's go. Let's big it up on the universe today. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. As I'll say, and I stay here, and I put my John Hancock on this lovely podcast, Street Savvy. I am your lovely host, and I'm going to repeat that more than 20 times today. I got a great segment for you folks today. Something that's really been trending online and on the radio and on these local podcasts and around the world. We're going to get started by saying, hey, how was your night going, ladies and gentlemen? How was your lovely Monday, June 1st? But I want to wish my twin brother and twin sisters, the youngest family members of the Works family, the youngest sisters and brothers of mine, they are turning a young 43 today. Tamika Works and Gerald Works. Happy birthday, my sisters and brother. They are twins and have a blessed day, and this day is yours. I haven't seen you guys in years, but I know you guys are doing well and taking care of your kids and your family like you should. And in other great news, I just want to really indulge into it. As you can see, PDEE-CODE Sportswear is one of my clothing brands. I created, I groomed, I nurtured, and still working my magic in certain ways I want to do it. And not just for the culture, but for the world to see. So lately, what I've been doing, I've been really pinpointing where I'm gonna go with this. And just so happens, I got an email today from New York Fashion Week, wants me to put my name in the hat and bring PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel, and PDEE-CODE 7 children's wear to New York Fashion Week, folks. New York Fashion Weeks, Jay Works is going to put his name in the hat and put the most precious design by far today, and there's many more to come from me and the team, because it's not an I and we, and the family, the lovely family, PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel, PDEE-CODE Sportswear, PDEE-CODE 7. We are here to stay. And hopefully you can see me in New York Fashion Week. You guys come out, check it out when the event starts. But hopefully I get on there. You got to present the application, present what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and present the people you have or you singling out that you want word. I just don't want one culture. I want all cultures. And definitely the black and brown culture, but I want the world to see people overseas, Paris, London, Africa, you name it, all 7 continents. I want PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel, PDEE-CODE Sportswear, and PDEE-CODE 7 children's wear to be in everybody's home, everybody's closet, everybody's dresser drawer. It's hanging up in someone's line of clothing to wear on a daily basis, on a leisure basis. Someone's suit jacket have PDEE-CODE on that. And just so happens, me and my lovely daughter, who helps me do a lot of things around the house, Igeria Works, is a great fashionista herself. Hey, Prime, what's going on, Prime Time? Thanks for joining the podcast. My childhood friend, childhood cousin, partner in crime when it goes to family and business and doing things for the kids. Dion Primetime Sanders, thanks for tuning into the show today. As I was saying, PDEE-CODE is going to launch more than that. And I'm going to tell you a little story. I was up in my cousin Prime, Dion's house one day, and I presented him. I said, Dion, man, I'm about to do this PDEE-CODE thing, man, and really put it together and let the world know how PDEE-CODE dress, how PD dress. He was like, what? Okay, cuz, that sound good, man. Do that. And I'm like, yeah, what you think? He's like, yo, cuz, you done a lot of things, man. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it this way and do it that way. And he'll tell you more than anybody, man. I've been working hard on this the last 5 years. And I've been putting my main attraction every little bit of time, every little bit of time I get on it. Even when we in the car or we traveling abroad and overseas, and me and my friends and family and constituents, I put my mind to it. I put my heart, blood, sweat, and tears in this. And just so happens, Dion, you was here when I put together, when I was telling you about the podcast, this podcast right here, Street Savvy. And yeah, I want to give them plugs to, and them shout outs and them flowers to the one and only, aka Dion Smith, aka Prime Time. You already know, man. You've been a part, inspiration of what I've been doing in this journey for this podcast and this clothing line. I appreciate you, cousin, from standing there toe to toe with me, man. I appreciate it. But like I was saying, folks, Fashion Week is pretty big. Everybody in who's the who's in the fashion world is definitely going to be there, bring their designs. As you see behind me, I got a lot of my designs, my posters, my promotion posters are behind me. And a lot of gear and fashion I wear, from sweatsuits to joggers, from button-ups to t-shirts to dad hats to socks, underwears, you name it, to crew necks. My name is on it. And so, you know, I want people to understand, with me indulging into Fashion Week, this is where I'm trying to go. And if I'm invited there, folks, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to bring the best out of PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel, PDEE-CODE Sportswear, PDEE-CODE 7, PDEE-CODE 7 Clothing Wear, children's. So we are really excited for the news to give to you folks, man. I hope you guys keep supporting. I'm going to say this. I have not made a huge dime off this brand, right? And it's still developing. 5 years in developing emotion. When I drop an idea, I show it to the world. I give it up to my family and friends. Prime is one of them. Dion Smith is one of them. To my constituents, to my family in Boston, my children in Boston, in Texas, Atlanta, California, VA, good friends all over. You know, I got the Midwest and Minnesota, you know what I mean, Milwaukee. I got people everywhere that PDEE-CODE is what it is, man. And the gracious point to that is people are wearing it. People wants to wear it. They love the idea. Coming from a guy they know. Now, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not Puma. I'm not Adidas. You know, I'm not Yeezy. I'm PDEE-CODE, the founder, the creator of PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel. And I'm here to let you know, I'm not bamboozling anyone. I just like to present great things for people to wear, great fashion, 50% cotton, 50% polyester. I want you to feel great in how I feel when I move, when I'm on the dance floor, when I'm working doing security, or when I'm doing things that I want to do. Just in the leisure road, when I'm driving in the cars, I feel good wearing PDEE-CODE. And I want you to do the same thing in the sportswear. And so that's where we at with that, with the great news from my camp, J-Works Entertainment, J-Works Fashion and Studios, PDEE-CODE Clothing Apparel, PDEE-CODE 7 for children, you name it, PDEE-CODE Sportswear, men and women's. We got it all, folks, and I want you guys to keep supporting and check out the New York Fashion. We hope we get on it. And other great status news I want to bring to you guys. All week it's been trending. It's been trending real big about the young fella, a.k.a. Jigga, a.k.a. Iceberg Slim, a.k.a. Jay-Z, a.k.a. Sean Combs. I mean, Sean, a.k.a. Sean, not Combs, God forbid. Yeah, Sean Carter, excuse me, Sean Carter. It's been trending. He was in Philadelphia, you know, doing what he do best for the Roots at the Roots picnic down in Philadelphia, PA, you know, at the Belmont, you know, Plateau, not the Belmont, at the Fremont Park in Philadelphia, PA. And at the Belmont Plateau, folks, Jay-Z went ill on the freestyle with no music, with no tone, with attitude, and with egregious tear with words. And no, Jay-Z didn't say allegedly. Jay-Z went toe-to-toe with those been shooting this man name. Those who's been really creating havoc to this guy. They've been really saying things about this man for years. He hasn't said nothing. He hasn't said anything. And it's been egregious cases brought up against Jay-Z fraudulently, accusing this man for things that you shouldn't say unless you got photos and prints. And then you got the public is prosecuting them for no odd reason. And these are people who is in the public eye. They going on these platforms and saying things about Jay-Z you shouldn't say about somebody unless you know personally, unless you've seen it with your own eye, the naked eye. And allegedly, they saying Jay-Z is coming at some entertainers, some people's in all sorts of genres. And the man put a great display. But let me tell you where I stand. And no, I'm not a Charlemagne. I'm not anybody who met Jay-Z or on his coattail. I understand his music. I'm from that product. When he talk about the drug selling, the family part is the hustling. You know, the family, the being a family man, now him being married to Beyonce for so many amount of years, of being a father is, the teenagers, you know, to a talent young lady in blue, you know, and then to grow his business is the way he have done it, you know, from his liquor to the entertainment to even the sports world, being a sports agent, Rock Nation. I applaud him as being a black man from the projects. I'm a black man from the project Orchard Park in Roxbury, Mass. And so I get that. Have I been on that type of level? No. But have I made certain moves? Yes. Far as streets wise. And look at me today at 50 numbers and trying to do what Jay's doing. And no, I'm not up 10 times. No. No, sir. I'm not nowhere near the billions. Not nowhere near the millions. But do I feel rich in heart and soul and mind? Yes, I do. But I feel where this man has come and where he is going. What's up, Ray Mello? What's going on, my nephew? Thanks for joining. You know, I feel what Hov was saying. Stop desecrating the man's name. And you ones know who you are. This brother is serious. And if you didn't see the awakening, the enlightening, the verbal ass whooping, the verbal get back, the verbal I'm not just talking to you. You have woken up the demon. If you want me to strike back, keep talking. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my kid's name out your mouth. Stop fumbling your teeth. You know what I mean? Stop fumbling your words. Take care of your own background. Go get your own publishing back. Talk to those people who got your business. Handle your own business. And I agree with that. I totally agree. I don't give a crap who he's talking to. That goes for me, you, anybody. Jay hit it on the nail, man. And congratulations, brother. Hopefully I'll be up in Brooklyn soon. You know, and we're in the Bronx, excuse me, up in the Bronx, you know, being entertained by you in that concert up there, man. If you can send some tickets this way, Hover, you and Rock Nation, Jerrick's Entertainment and staff, we will be there. We will be there live. And we will be there doing this podcast, Street Savvy. Yes. And I do not like nothing New York Yankees, New York Mets, none of that. But I do fuck with some Hover. Yes, indeed. Yes, I do. So, yes, kudos to Jay-Z for what he did for the Roots, you know, out there in Belmont Plateau, Fremont Park, up in Philadelphia, PA. Great week, Jay. Keep going, bro. Definitely keep growing. And yes, in other great entertainment news, check it out, folks. If you know what I'm about to say, I'm about to talk about that power group, that one and only group. Their group was six platinum artists, excuse me, with 3 groups, 4 groups, you name it. Yes, I'm talking about New Edition, Bell Biv DeVoe, Ralph Travis, Johnny Gill, Bobby Brown, yeah, Ricky DeVoe, you know what I mean? Ricky Bell, I'm sorry, Ronnie DeVoe, Ricky Bell. I'm talking about New Edition, man. I'm talking about New Edition, man. New Edition just recently came off a tour, the New Edition Way, with Boyz II Men and Tony Braxton, was the highest grossing group still on the road of today. $9.4 million while still on the road, folks. Grossing tour. The numbers is crazy. Kudos to my brothers, man. They deserve it. These guys done seen everything but the sun. They first tour, they came back with pennies. And this ain't they last, and they doing the numbers. Look how God blesses you guys. And I want every one of you guys, from Bobby Brown, Michael Bivins, Ricky, Ronnie, Johnny, and Ralph. I want you guys to understand your love that you have from the world is impeccable. It's understandable. Please keep shouting. Keep blessing us with them gorgeous voices, their premiere acts, and to keep revolving through that door, man. I know you guys approaching the late 50s and still doing it. And please, Brooke Payne, please stay on my brothers, man. Keep my brothers dearly together. Keep them doing well. And keep the Boston and D.C. name tight. You know what I mean? Because Johnny's from D.C. area. You know, and what it is, man. New edition forever. And other news, you know, and blessful things I want to definitely put out there. Besides for, you know, what we just blessed. I want to give you guys something real quick. Politics in the black and brown community has been real horish in a lot of ways and deterred in the last 3 months, right? You have entities really trying to degrade, trying to demolish black history, black literature, black politics, and black vocals, and black leadership. And they doing a hell of a job, especially in the South. And with this gerrymander and the Supreme Court gutting the Voting Act, it's really done put a stain on our society as in a culture of being black and brown for those who fought 65 years ago and even more 80 years ago. Black women, Lord help it, just to vote, just to be on a platform, not just equal, because it ain't even equal yet. It ain't even equality with black and brown women. And they're the strongest thing I've ever met in my life. Black women. But black men have died. Black women have died. Black children have died. Have died just to be free. Just to go to the store. Just to walk down the same street as someone who's a different shade, who's Caucasian, have died. Who even spoke upon their rights for freedom of speech, freedom to vote, have died and died for nothing, have marched for something. It's all been desecrated in days and months, folks. And some who's older than me, who has a little more knowledge than I have, says the worst is yet to come. But let me tell you something, folks. This young fella here, this guy here, believes in God Almighty, the higher power. And he haven't had the last word yet. I believe in that. I believe he's working his blood right now on some of the naysayers and some of those picket liners. Some of those folks in them hooded, them white hooded masks. Some of them brothers who's wearing black masks and hiding behind them badges. He's working it. He's working them. I see around the country a lot of ICE agents is being charged with manslaughter, allegedly, around the country for killing innocent bystanders, innocent people who just want to protest, voice their opinion on our democracy. So, folks, that man upstairs, he's putting his work on a lot of these folks who believe in dictatorship. And I don't know what Donald Trump's next move is. I don't know about these soaring gas prices that's in LA. That's 9.50. That's 9.50. New York State, 4.50 average. I don't know what he's doing coast to coast, but I know what it's feeling for my pockets. And my brother and my sister out on the West Coast, the Midwest, gas is killing us. Insurance is raping us. Healthcare, I don't think is even no liking there. I think I speak for millions, and I'm not trying to. I'm just saying allegedly. Folks, what I'm saying is please, I'm not asking. I'm not telling you to go out and vote for Democrat, Republican, or whoever. I'm just telling you to go out and vote. These next election cycles, strongly commit to something. It's like you'll commit to your children, your work ethics, your praises to your friends, or whoever. Commit to voting for something that's right. Because right now, folks, the opportunity is in your hands to make a difference. From the South to the Midwest to the East Coast to up north. Let's go out and make a difference and go out and vote, because they're shattering dreams. That I Have a Dream speech from Dr. Martin Luther King, folks, they're trying to shatter it by pieces. And I'm telling you, folks, you don't got to mention names. You don't got to like someone. You just got to know what their attention. And I'm going to give you that. Please support the black and brown politician at this moment. And other special word I got to talk about. And I want to give this up. And I want to give kudos for Jameis Winston from the New York Giants, backup quarterback. Jackson Dart, the starting quarterback, the prodigy for the New York Giants. For the New York Giants. Folks came out in this past several weeks and voiced his opinion about J. Donald Trump, his president, his leader. Something he was proud to do. He said it on stage. He said it again. People don't get chances to do what he did. I get that. So he has got a lot of backlash, especially from the NFL, a lot of places around the league, a lot of people, sports commentator, comedians, voice his opinion around all the platforms. But when his teammate came out, several of them came out, but Jameis Winston was the one who got my attention. He spoke about Alabama, where he's from, Montgomery, allegedly, about how they burned the church with 4 little girls in it, and how their families had to go looking for pieces of their body. He spoke about the marching. He spoke about a lot of things, the hanging, and the togetherness for the last 60, 70 odd years and more and better. And he put it about the black history, discovery of more yet to come, and how it shouldn't be brushed to the side by anyone or forgotten by anyone, especially the black and brown community and the whites, the ones who's trying to desecrate it or whoever. He made it be known as still live and kicking. But what he did do, he made sure it was historic, and the historic talk that he spoke on historically. I don't want no apologies. And nobody shouldn't either from Jackson Dart. Nobody. Because when a man says who he is and what he stands for, I'm going to respect you for that. Republican, Democrat, black races, white races, Hispanic races, that's who you are. Ku Klux Klans, Black Panther, that's who you are if you said you are. And I want you to stand on it, because I'm going to stand on what you said. I don't need you to apologize, because that's who you are. The man you say you are. But what I want people to understand is the people who we support and the people who we take as leaders have their own subjective opinion of other leaders and who should lead them. So understandable, not deniable. Jackson Doc said what he wanted to say and how he felt at that moment. And now we all know where he stands. And you guys should let him know where you stand. Period. And that's my word on that one. And so, to close this segment out of Street Savvy, the podcast, folks, I want you guys to understand something about life changes. The other day, well, last night I think it was. Last night, look at me getting old. I met two young ladies in a nightclub here, a bar downtown, and the Penny Club. And we had a real social conversation. One young lady, her name was Dee, I think. I asked her questions about life, where she at today. And she says, I'm at changing me and loving me and making me feel comfortable with myself and my skin. And I said, wow, sister, that's real strong. And she said, no, because I've been depending on other people, men and women, and family members to make me feel this way, and everybody has disappointed me. Now, I have to make myself feel like I want to feel. Change the hair, change the job, change the attitude. Occupation is new, and she was signing on to a new job today, actually. So congratulations, Miss D. And I said, kudos, sister. I'm proud of you. Keep going. But don't forget, change is in all of us. Because you say it, you have to show it to yourself, not anyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jay Works, and this is Street Savvy, the podcast, with some gracious words and lovely content. Please understand, if you like or subscribe or not, or understand, please keep sharing the content, because that's what we're here to do. And sometimes my content could soothe you, give you knowledge or understanding what's going on today. If not, call me up. Hit me on Facebook. Hit me on TikTok. Hit me on IG. And I will give you understanding of what I spoke about in the days of hand. But until then, folks, remember, PD Clothing Line Apparel, PD Code Clothing Sportswear, men and women and children's, PD Code 7 Children's Wear is in effect. And hopefully, you guys will see PD Code Clothing Apparel in the New York Fashion Week. Keep your fingers crossed, and peace, and please, peace and love and happiness, and keep praying for all of us. God bless America. Good night.